Learn Hindi debate phrases. Take a stance to reach agreement with.
रुख अपनाना,
And.
समझौते पर पहुंचना.
Welcome to the Great Friendly Argument. Hey, you are about to learn Hindi words for opinions, debates, and disagreements without starting a real family war over tea. Let's make your Hindi sharper, funnier, and much more confident. Imagine you walk into a debate hall. One person is calm, one is dramatic, one has 50 notes, and one is clearly just there for snacks. Today, you will learn how to say take a stance, defend a position, formulate a point of view, express concerns, raise objections, criticize, compromise, and reach an agreement in Hindi. Your key phrases are
रुख अपनाना, एक रुख का समर्थन करना, एक दृष्टिकोण तैयार करना, चिंता व्यक्त करना, आपत्तियां उठाना, आलोचना करना, समझौता करना,
and.
समझौते पर पहुंचना.
Yes, that is a lot. No, you do not need to panic. Even the imaginary cat in a necktie believes in you. Your debate toolkit. First, let's meet the star phrases one by one. Say them aloud with confidence, even if your houseplant starts judging your pronunciation. To say take a stance, use
रुख अपनाना,
picture someone finally stopping the fence-sitting Olympics and choosing a side. To say to defend a position, use
एक रुख का समर्थन करना.
This is not just having an opinion. This is standing by it like a lawyer who has had strong tea. To say to formulate a point of view, use
एक दृष्टिकोण तैयार करना.
This means organizing your thoughts before your mouth runs away without adult supervision. To say express concerns, use
चिंता व्यक्त करना.
very useful in meetings, classrooms, and dramatic group chats. To say raise objections, use
आपत्तियां उठाना.
This is the formal version of saying, excuse me, this seems like a terrible idea. To say to criticize, use
आलोचना करना.
handle with care. Too much of it and you become that person. You know the one. To say to compromise, use
समझौता करना.
This is where two sides meet in the middle instead of throwing emotional furniture. To say reach an agreement, use
समझौते पर पहुंचना.
This is the happy ending where everyone nods and pretends the meeting was productive. Mini story. The meeting of mild chaos. Now let's put everything into a fun story. Listen for all the Hindi phrases and imagine the scene like a tiny comedy film. At the office, the team gathered to discuss a new plan. Nobody wanted to speak first, because everyone feared becoming the official owner of a bad idea. Finally, Meera decided to.
रुख अपनाना.
She said the company needed a clear direction. Then Arjun stood up to.
एक रुख का समर्थन करना.
With facts, charts, and the confidence of a man who uses colored folders voluntarily. Before speaking, Sana took a breath to.
एक दृष्टिकोण तैयार करना.
Unlike Raj, who usually speaks first and thinks sometime next Tuesday. A few employees wanted to.
चिंता व्यक्त करना.
About the budget. Then one very serious colleague began to.
आपत्तियां उठाना.
About the timeline. After that, the boss started to.
आलोचना करना.
Every slide, every graph, and possibly the font itself. The room grew tense, so Meera suggested they.
समझौता करना.
In the end, after tea, snacks, and one dramatic sigh, everyone managed to.
समझौते पर पहुंचना.
Moral of the story. Snacks help diplomacy. Useful lines you can actually say. Here are practical example lines for real life. Steal them freely. Languages love that. In a crisis, leaders must.
रुख अपनाना.
In a debate, you may need to.
एक रुख का समर्थन करना.
Before a presentation, it helps to.
एक दृष्टिकोण तैयार करना.
In the meeting, we want to.
चिंता व्यक्त करना.
About safety. If a rule seems unfair, you can.
आपत्तियां उठाना,
It is easy to.
आलोचना करना,
From far away. Sometimes both sides need to.
समझौता करना,
After long talks, they finally.
समझौते पर पहुंचना,
Quick drill, no escape. Time for a fast practice round. I say the English, and you mentally shout the Hindi like a champion of polite disagreement. Take a stance.
रुख अपनाना,
Defend a position.
एक रुख का समर्थन करना,
Formulate a point of view.
एक दृष्टिकोण तैयार करना,
Express concerns.
चिंता व्यक्त करना,
Raise objections.
आपत्तियां उठाना,
Criticize.
आलोचना करना,
Compromise.
समझौता करना,
Reach an agreement.
समझौते पर पहुंचना,
Tiny dialogue, big drama. Let's hear these phrases inside a short dialogue. Think of it as a soap opera, but with better vocabulary. A. We cannot stay neutral forever. We need to.
रुख अपनाना,
B. Fine, but first let me.
एक दृष्टिकोण तैयार करना,
My brain is still buffering. A. Good. Then you can.
एक रुख का समर्थन करना,
In the meeting. B. I also want to.
चिंता व्यक्त करना,
About the costs. A. And if the proposal is unfair, we should.
आपत्तियां उठाना,
B. Sure, but let's not only.
आलोचना करना,
Let's offer solutions too. A. Agreed. Maybe both sides can.
समझौता करना,
B. Perfect. Then we might actually.
समझौते पर पहुंचना,
Before retirement. Memory tricks that stick. Now let's make the phrases easier to remember. A weird image is often better than a boring list. 4.
रुख अपनाना,
Imagine planting a flag on a hill of opinion. You have chosen your side. 4.
एक रुख का समर्थन करना,
Picture yourself holding that flag steady in a storm. 4.
एक दृष्टिकोण तैयार करना,
Imagine puzzle pieces of ideas clicking together neatly. 4.
चिंता व्यक्त करना,
See yourself raising a hand in a meeting and opening a window in a stuffy room. 4.
आपत्तियां उठाना,
Imagine red cards flying up in a courtroom. 4.
आलोचना करना,
Picture a little hammer tapping at an idea. 4.
समझौता करना,
Imagine two people meeting in the middle of a bridge. 4.
समझौते पर पहुंचना,
Picture a handshake at sunset after a long day of arguing. Very cinematic. Very educational. Final challenge. You are ready for one last challenge. Listen and see if you can follow the logic from conflict to peace. Before a debate, you.
एक दृष्टिकोण तैयार करना,
Then you may.
रुख अपनाना,
After that, you might.
एक रुख का समर्थन करना,
If something worries you, you.
चिंता व्यक्त करना,
If something seems wrong, you.
आपत्तियां उठाना,
Maybe someone begins to.
आलोचना करना,
But if everyone behaves like mature adults, or at least mature-ish adults, they.
समझौता करना,
And finally.
समझौते पर पहुंचना.
That is the whole journey. Thanks and keep practicing. Great job today. You handled serious Hindi discussion vocabulary with style, courage, and hopefully only a tiny amount of dramatic overacting. Thank you for learning with me. Keep practicing these phrases aloud.
रुख अपनाना, एक रुख का समर्थन करना, एक दृष्टिकोण तैयार करना, चिंता व्यक्त करना, आपत्तियां उठाना, आलोचना करना, समझौता करना,
and.
समझौते पर पहुंचना.
Use them in your own sentences, practice a mini dialogue, and come back again soon. You are doing great, so keep going.